Hey Maria, how's it going today?
It's going great, Miguel. I was just thinking about something really practical that a lot of our listeners struggle with when they're learning English.
Oh yeah? What's on your mind? Is it like ordering coffee or asking for directions?
Even more fundamental than that for daily life, I think. We're talking about the supermarket. Imagine you're in a new country and you just need to buy groceries. It can be super intimidating, right?
Oh, absolutely. I've been there, walking into a huge supermarket, all these new brands, new words. It's like a linguistic jungle. I remember once I spent 10 minutes looking for flour because I kept asking for flour. Big difference.
Exactly. And for our listeners at an A1 or A2 level, knowing those basic useful phrases can make all the difference between a stressful shopping trip and a successful one. So today, we're going to dive into English for the supermarket.
I love that. Supermarket survival English. Where should we start? Maybe just walking in the door?
Let's do it. So you walk in, you grab a cart or a basket. What's the first thing you usually look for, Miguel?
Well, usually I have a list, right? But even with a list, sometimes things are hard to find. Like, where's the milk? Or the bread? So I think a really good opening phrase is, "Excuse me, where can I find?"
Perfect. Excuse me, where can I find the milk? Or, excuse me, where are the vegetables? It's polite and direct. And what if you don't know the exact word?
Oh, that's tricky. You could try describing it right, like, "Excuse me, where can I find the white powder for baking cakes?" Hopefully they'll know you mean flour. Or you can point to a picture on your phone if you're really stuck.
That's a great tip. Using gestures or even a picture is totally fine. Don't be shy. The staff are usually happy to help.
Oh.
And what about when you see something, but you're not sure what it is or if it's the right kind?
Like if you're looking for whole milk, but you just see milk. You could ask, "Is this whole milk?" Or, "Do you have skim milk?" Or, "What is this?" if it's completely new.
Good one. What is this is super versatile. And if you're comparing things, you might ask, is this organic or is this local? Though those might be a tiny bit more advanced, still very useful. Let's think about the different sections of a supermarket. Produce is a big one.
Oh, for sure. Fruits and vegetables. Sometimes you need to weigh them yourself. Sometimes a staff member weighs them. So you might need to ask, "Where is the scale?" if you need to weigh them. Or, "Can you weigh these apples for me?"
Excellent. And sometimes you just want a certain quantity, right? Like, I'd like 2 bananas, please, or a kilo of tomatoes. Don't forget those quantity words. A couple of, a few, a pound of, a package of. They're really handy.
Yeah, and you might hear things like bunches for bananas or heads for lettuce. It's good to be aware of those. What about the deli counter? That's a whole other experience.
The deli is definitely a place where you'll interact with staff. You'll need to know words like slice, thin, thick. So you could say, "Could I get 100 grams of turkey, thinly sliced, please?"
Ooh, that's a good one. And if you want to try something before you buy, which sometimes they let you do at a deli, you could ask, "Can I taste this?" or "Could I have a sample?"
Yes, asking to taste is a great way to be sure you like it. What about if you're looking for something specific at the deli, like a particular cheese? You might say, "Do you have cheddar cheese?" or "I'm looking for some feta."
Yeah, and don't forget, "How much is this?" That's probably one of the most important phrases overall, right? You need to know the price.
Absolutely, Miguel. "How much is this?" is essential. Or, "What's the price of the beer?" And sometimes the price might be per kilo or per item, so it's good to clarify if you're not sure. Is that per kilo?
That's a very good point. Sometimes the labels can be confusing, especially if you're used to a different system. Okay, so we've filled our cart. Now it's time for the checkout, which can be another big challenge.
Definitely. So you get in line. First, the cashier will probably say something like, "Hello, how are you?" Or, "Next, please." You just respond, "Hi," or, "I'm good, thanks."
And then they start scanning. What are some of the key things you might need to say or hear at this point? Maybe about bags.
Yes, bags are a big one. They'll often ask, "Do you need any bags?" or "Would you like a bag?" You can say, "Yes, please," or "No, thank you, I have my own." If you forgot your reusable bag, you might ask, "Can I buy a bag?"
And what about payment? That's probably where people get most nervous. Cash or card is what they'll ask, right?
Exactly. You just respond, card please, or cash. If you're paying with a card, they might ask debit or credit, or they might just say insert your card or tap your card. Follow the instructions on the card reader.
And sometimes they ask for your zip code or postcode, which can be a bit confusing if you're from out of town or using an international card. Just explain, I'm using an international card, or I don't have a local zip code. They usually understand.
That's a really good point, Miguel. Don't be afraid to communicate if something isn't clear. It's better than getting frustrated. What about if there's a problem with a price, like you saw a different price on the shelf?
Oh, that happens? You could say, excuse me, I think this price is wrong. It said price on the shelf, or this was on sale. They usually go check for you.
Yes, it said price on the shelf is a perfect phrase. And after they've scanned everything and you've paid, they'll often ask, would you like a receipt? You can say yes please or no thank you.
Always get the receipt, I say, just in case you need to return something later. Speaking of returns, what if you get home and realize you bought the wrong thing or something is damaged?
Good question. You'd go back to the customer service desk, which is usually near the entrance. You'd say, I'd like to return this please, and they'll ask, do you have the receipt? So yes, here it is, or no, I don't have it. And then you'd explain, it's broken, or I bought the wrong one.
That covers a lot. I think the key is really just trying. Don't worry about making mistakes.
Absolutely. Confidence is half the battle. Let's do a quick role play. Miguel, you're the shopper and I'm the staff member. You're looking for bread.
Okay, here we go. Clears throat. Excuse me, where can I find the bread?
The bread is in aisle 5, just past the dairy section. Do you need a particular kind of bread?
Yes, I'm looking for whole wheat bread. Do you have it?
Yes, we do. It's on the top shelf in aisle 5. Can I help you with anything else?
No, thank you. That's all for now. Oh, actually, one more thing. How much is this loaf of bread?
Let me see. That one is $3.49.
Great, thanks. Grabs bread, continues shopping.
See? It's not so hard when you have a few phrases ready. Let's try another one. You're at the checkout and you want to pay with cash, but you don't have exact change.
Okay, so I've put my items on the conveyor belt. I'm ready to pay. The cashier says, that'll be $22.75, please.
And you only have a $50 bill.
Okay, so I'd say, here's $50, I'll pay with cash, and then, do you need a bag? I'd say, yes please, one bag.
Perfect! And they'd give you your change and your receipt. It's really just a matter of practice and getting used to the common interactions. What about some general advice for our listeners, Miguel?
I'd say definitely make a list before you go. Even if it's in your own language, it helps you remember what you need, and then maybe look up some of the key words in English before you leave, like cereal or shampoo, basic stuff.
That's super smart. And don't be afraid to ask for clarification. If someone speaks too fast, you can say, could you please repeat that? Or, could you speak a little slower, please? Those are really valuable phrases.
Yes, and remember, staff members are usually very used to helping people who are learning English. They appreciate you trying. A smile goes a long way too, right?
Absolutely. A friendly attitude can make any interaction smoother. So, to recap, our essential phrases for the supermarket for A1, A2 learners are, excuse me, where can I find? How much is this? Can I have? Do you have? Do you need a bag? And for payment, cash or card.
And don't forget please and thank you. Basic politeness takes you everywhere.
Always, Miguel, always. So, next time you're heading to the supermarket, try to use some of these phrases. Start small, maybe just asking where something is. You'll build your confidence with every trip.
It's like anything else. The more you practice, the easier it gets. And before you know it, you'll be navigating those aisles like a pro, finding your whole wheat bread and asking for thinly sliced turkey with no problem at all.
Exactly. So go forth and conquer those grocery stores. Thanks for joining us today, Miguel.
Thanks, Maria, and thank you everyone for listening. We'll catch you next time.